What we do will determine not only what goes on in Iran, not only what goes on in the Middle East, but whether our own country is going to be living at peace. We made a lot of mistakes in the past years. We have supported people and not supported people, other people, in far-off countries, and it has ended up, as we say, biting America in the ass. The fact is,
translate that into Persian.
right. The fact is that the United States should have been supporting those elements who were opposed to the Taliban all along. There were a few of us in Congress during the 1990s who tried to do that. It was the Clinton administration determined, however, that the Taliban was the government that we would support, even though it was made up of tyrants and gangsters and radicals and nutcases of the First Order. It came back to hurt us on 9/11 in a big way. What we do now concerning a very similar regime in Iran is either going to further the cause of peace and be the right thing, or it's going to hurt the United States of America, not only the people of Iran. We've got to determine whose side we are on. America should always be on the side of those people who are struggling for democracy, not necessarily because we are friends of those people, but because we are defining ourselves and writing our own future in those decisions. Today, the United States has got to determine whose side we're on in Iran. And I would say whoever is fighting the mullah regime is a friend of the United States, and to put anybody who's fighting the mullah regime on a list of terrorists is a travesty. We must make sure that America stands firm right now with the mullahs and with everybody else and letting them know exactly whose side we're on. And if we do, I will tell you, we will find that the mullah regime is a lot weaker than people think. There are millions of people in Iran who are waiting for a signal, and the last signal we need to give them is to be declaring people who are fighting against them as terrorists. In fact, whether it's at Camp Ashraf or on the streets of Tehran, those people who are struggling against the mullah regime are heroes, not only in Iran, but should be the heroes of all the people of the world, including the United States of America. So today, I am honored to stand with you as a bipartisan stand, but as Americans to reaffirm to our government, we expect you to support those who are fighting for freedom in Iran. We expect the terrorist list that we have as a country not to include anyone who's fighting that regime, because those, by definition, those who were fighting the Taliban back in the 1990s were our friends, and we're not terrorists. We're fighting an illegitimate dictatorship, and that's the same situation it is in Iran today. So I just thought I'd step forth a little bit and say that Camp Ashraf is something that we are watching very closely, and our policies towards Camp Ashraf will, in the long way and the long run, determine not just the security for the people there, but for the security of the people of the United States of America. It is our duty towards the cause of freedom, but also because it works for our benefit, for our people, to support the people of Camp Ashraf and those brave souls in Iran who are fighting the mullahs. Thank you very much.